It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get that underneath ETN. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll run for the first. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
You look at this Saints defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
But they lack in pass defense. They do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down, here's Hurts. That is caught inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Hurts will throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Etienne up the middle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 18 carries, 58 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Etienne will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's going to make our score 15-3. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Now 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. And in the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And now off to the races down the right side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Groupie able to add the PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 72 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far. and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Throwing is Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. The Browns looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to the Confluence to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Chargers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that one all tied. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang at Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped at the 42. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first down, Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The tight end in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. The pass caught by Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Here's a and he loses the football the second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll go to Barkley again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Saquon Barkley running right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Running left, it's Barkley. to the 36-yard line. Stop there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, here's Barkley. A strong running. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. Brown now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Able to push his way through.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
On the move to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. So let's see who this is on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Working them. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30.
156 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A first down carry for Barkley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.